So I'm currently playing Dispatch. This is a game that I think obviously you can't really talk about too much without spoilers. So I'm actually not going to mention anything. I'm not done with it, but the final episodes did come out, I believe today. It's the 12th. So um, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. This is a pretty popular game right now. It's all over the place, and I think for some quick background on me, I'm not a big Telltale guy. I've played or watched a little bit of like The Walking Dead, and uh, I've been interested in like the Batman Telltale games and stuff like that. I believe this is made by former Telltale devs, which is why I'm mentioning that. It's also just the same type of game. You're essentially watching something and picking decisions. Maybe even a less. I remember in The Walking Dead you could like walk around and stuff. You can't do that here, but there are like mini games and stuff like that, which are pretty fun. But overall, it's actually really good. Um, I am not a superhero guy. I like Batman. I like Spider Man. But overall, I'm pretty illiterate when it comes to comic books and stuff like that. Like I just watched like the other day. I just watched the Batman. It came out in like 2022. Great movie, by the way. But I'm just not super big into superheroes. I'm trying to get more into them. But that's just some background. But overall, this game is really good. I hesitate to call it a game, but there are quick time events, and like you're seeing here, you get to sort of pick um, what your character says and stuff like that. And obviously, you can choose different paths. Just like whenever you pick an option, it'll be like, oh, blank character remembered that or something. Um, but like I said, I won't really talk about exactly what happens. The game is very crude. There's lots of swearing. There is sex and dicks and stuff. I think you can like censor it. Yeah, you can. I didn't. I just I don't know. I'm a grown ass man. Um, but I do have some complaints. I think the main thing that really throws me off, other than, or actually I'll get to it. So you see on screen that Bat character is voiced by a YouTuber, and I don't really like that. Just in games in general, even like it's not just a YouTuber thing; it's like celebrities. So Aaron Paul, who's in Breaking Bad, Jesse plays the main guy, and he's good. He's good, so he's not a problem. But there are a lot of times when they will get famous people, even just actors, people who aren't voice actors, basically who are popular for other reasons, will come in and voice a character in like a video game or something like that, and it just doesn't. It doesn't sound right because they don't blend in with the other voice actors. They are very like a lot of times, it's almost sounds like Moist Critical, who does that character, the YouTuber. It sounds like he just recorded it on his like YouTube mic. Like it sounds like he's in a different room, and also he's not a voice actor. He sounds very flat. I just don't like it, and I'm sure if you like those YouTubers, maybe that's a plus. But even then, I think it would still brings me out of the experience. Like for me, it's just like I don't. First of all, I don't like this YouTuber. Not that I dislike them, I just don't watch them. I know Jacksepticeye is also in here too. Another person who, again, I don't dislike, I just don't watch. And hearing these people talk, it brings me out of the experience. I don't know. I'm sure these companies have stats that prove that having these people in the games sells more copies, so that's why they do it. And again, no hate to these people, YouTubers or whoever specifically, but I just don't like when games do that. And like I said, it's not even a YouTuber thing; it's just a you can tell when someone isn't a voice actor. And on that same note, the writing and voice acting is very Marvel-y, if you know what I'm talking about. It's not quite the whole, oh, he's right behind me, isn't he? It's not quite that level, but there are moments where I'm like, okay, you know, like this is not how people talk. Um, but overall, like I mentioned, Aaron Paul, they sound good. They sound natural, but there are times when it's almost like that millennial writing, like when you watch like E3, which isn't around, but when E3 was around and you'd watch it, and like the people on stage would say like "fuck" and they're just doing it to be like, look, I'm cool, I'm like you guys. That's almost what it feels like here when characters are like swearing or saying these crude things. Like, I just don't believe these characters talk like that, and I'm sure it's a different experience for everybody. Um, I'm sure 90% of people won't have an issue with this, but this is just my thing. This is me nitpicking because I really like it. I'm going to continue playing it. I'm probably going to, as soon as I stop recording here, I'm going to go back to playing it. It's also $30, which is, in this day and age, a great deal. This year, we've seen a lot of really good, cheap games. Um, Katamari just came out. That was $40. I loved that. Obviously, Expedition 33 came out, Game of the Year, in my opinion. Phenomenal game. And this is continuing that trend. I love seeing these cheaper games and then them being good. Oh, Silk Song, forgot about that. 20 fucking dollars. Holy shit. Like another Game of the Year contender. That's really all I can say without spoiling anything. Obviously, if you like superheroes, you will love this because it's way better than pretty much everything Marvel that I've seen, at least. So if you're into that type of stuff, uh, I think you'll like it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. And like I said, it's $30. Can't really go wrong with that.